It's time for the best gaming PC builds in June 2026. We've got Amazon Prime Day, Newegg Fantastech, and other sales to save you tons of money. Welcome back to PC Builder, I'm Jason. We're going to go through the 3 best Prime Day gaming PC builds, starting off with an $800 gaming PC build that anybody can do, capable of good FPS and all the latest titles. Then we're going to move on to the best $1,400 PC build to dominate 1440p gaming, and we'll finish off with a $2,000 gaming PC build capable of crushing all the latest titles at 4K. And we'll tell you what kind of RAM combo and other PC deals that you can expect for Prime Day. If you get value out of this video, please give it a like. Of course, subscribe for more cool PC content. Let's jump into it. This video is sponsored by Newegg's Fantastech Sale from June 22nd to 28th. Get amazing deals on gaming monitors, gaming PCs, PC components, and more. Jump into 4K OLED at 240Hz with this premium Gigabyte MO27U2 gaming monitor for just $649. Or grab this mid-range Thermaltake pre-built gaming PC with an RTX 5060 Ti 16GB, i5 14600K, and 32GB of DDR5 RAM for just $1449. Or get your next gaming PC build started with Gigabyte's RX 9070 GRE Gaming OC model for just $499, and use Newegg's PC Builder to make sure it's all compatible. Check out Newegg's Fantastech Sale using the link in the video description. Before we jump into the builds, let's talk about the Prime Day discounts and deals that you should be expecting. Now, if you're looking for GPU deals, we did an entire video, best Prime Day GPUs to buy. I'll leave this link down in the video description. You watch the video, I go through which GPUs I expect discounts on. In addition to that, we are keeping a big list in the video description of that video of the best deals that we can find on just about every relevant GPU model. In terms of other kinds of discounts that you should be focused on, let's talk about the big pain point 2026 RAM. You can grab RAM combo deals right now if you're able to shop at Newegg. I'll leave a link down in the video description for both DDR4 and DDR5. And some of them even come with SSD combos as well that significantly cut the price of the RAM. More so on the DDR5 side, less so on the DDR4 side, but still a good discount. I also have a global list of RAM combo deals in other regions, so check that out as well. The packages that you're really looking for here that cut the price the most typically have a CPU, motherboard, and RAM to them, like this one here for $249 with a Ryzen 5500, a B550 motherboard, 16 gigs of DDR4 3200 CL16 RAM that's RGB to it. On the DDR5 side, unfortunately, at the time of filming, most of the combos that were more affordable have vanished from Newegg's site, but I did reach out to them. They said that a lot of those combos should be coming back for Newegg Fantastech. So again, I'm gonna leave the DDR5 combos link down in the video description. You'll typically find the ones with RAM, motherboards, and CPUs as the biggest discount. All right, let's jump into that $800 gaming PC build for Prime Day 2026. Now, my focus here is to get folks something that's flexible enough so it's got future upgrade path to it, as well as giving you good performance right now. And we're not going to overspend on any particular area of the build. We're just going to get basically best price to performance, but it's also going to look pretty awesome too. I finished out $785.95. Yes, I did take advantage of some combo deals that we'll talk about in just a moment, but let's first jump into what else the GPU. Now, you've got a bunch of different options here. I'm just going to go through them very quickly because I already did this in our GPU video. At this price point, my preferred option would be the 9060 XT 16GB. It uses the full PCIe connector, all 16 lanes. That's going to be important for our CPU platform in just a moment. And it's got 16 gigs of VRAM, and it's a relatively fast GPU that easily punts us into 1440p category for all titles. And that's where we would really like to end up here, 1440p if we could. This will elevate the build cost as it stands right now to about $850 to $870, depending on the deals that you're able to get. So if you're not able to do that, if you're hard stuck for some reason, I went in our build with the 9060 XT 8GB version. It's about $80 cheaper. Again, it's $80 well invested, in my opinion. I do think we'll see some sales on both the 8 and 16GB versions of this GPU. And I like it a little bit better than any of the RTX or ARC options out there because it uses the full PCIe connector, and our CPU is going to matter for that. If you want to consider Intel options and go a lot cheaper, you could look at the ARC B570. It's $250 right now. Intel might throw a game bundle on it as they have in the past. A little bit slower than even the RTX 5050. I don't know if you're going to get the benefit of the 10 gigs of VRAM, given how fast the card is. The ARC B580 did come back in stock over at Newegg for $290. Another option you can consider, 12 gigs of VRAM. The upscaler on this is okay, but if you want DLSS 4 or FSR 4 and you want an NVIDIA option, the RTX 5050 So $289 does get you in the door for DLSS4, which is good at 1080p. And of course, we could also consider the 5060. I think this is just kind of worst of all worlds. We're going to be PCIe bandwidth for our overall build. It's only got 8 gigs of VRAM. It is a little bit faster, but not quite as fast as 9060 XT. Let's look at the Tech Power Up RTX 5050 review. I'll leave this link down in the video description if you want to jump into individual games. 23 game average here. This is at 1080p. So we're starting off with the ARC B580, slightly faster than the RTX 5050. Then we take a look at the 9060 XT 8GB. Look at that, 91 average FPS versus the 5050's 72 average FPS. The ARC B570 is not pictured here. However, it's about as fast as the 5050, maybe a hair slower. And then if we jump up all the way up here to the 9060 XT 16GB, you'll notice quite a bit more FPS. That's because there are titles, even in 1080p, that take advantage of additional VRAM over 8 GB. Let's jump into the rest of the build now. What do we need for our GPU? We just want to get a CPU platform that's fast enough not to overly bottleneck our GPU. There's going to be some CPU bottleneck at this price range. It's just kind of reality of life. We just want to minimize it as much as we can. Now, we could go with some Intel options if some of their CPUs get cheaper. I'm not seeing anything on the market right now. The best value right now is honestly the Ryzen 5500. There's tons of Newegg combo kits with it. Look at this one, and this is the one I've gone with for $249. We get the Ryzen 5500, which is a great CPU for the budget end for these GPUs that we're looking at. Is PCIe Gen 3 only. It's not a Ryzen 5600. It's a different architecture. But it does come with 16 gigabytes of DDR4, 3200 CL16 RAM, RGB, and a great B550 motherboard that has Wi-Fi on it from MSI for $249. Not only, at least right now, you're still getting this mid-range gaming mouse for $45, the ASUS gaming mouse. That's really, really nice overall deal. And some of these may even be cheaper on Amazon Prime Day and Newegg Fantastech, so check those links down in the video description. But this is a combo that I would pick up. Now, our other major pain point here is going to be the SSD, right? SSD prices are through the roof. So my goal here, because I do believe the AI bubble is going to burst, it's falling apart in real time, and pricing, I think, is going to be significantly better in about a year to a year and a half. Let's get enough storage to make this thing functional, to have a good time with it. And then in the future, we can go ahead and upgrade. We have another M.2 slot on our motherboard after all. So I'm going to go with a 512 gigabyte NVMe SSD. It's PCIe Gen 3, 88 Legend 710. It just happens to be one of the cheaper ones right now, $84. The Patriot P310 out there, Patriot P300. Those are other good ones as well. Honestly, you're just looking for cheap and serviceable for right now. For the PC case, we want to get something that's awesome, and the good news is PC cases are dirt cheap right now. We've seen massive price cuts on them. I love the Fantastech XT M3. It's $45 after the rebate, after the promo code. It's got 3 included ARGB fans. It looks really nice. We're actually going to use it in our next live stream build. If you want to become a member, we do live stream builds. Click the join button down there. But honestly, what else do you want for 45 bucks? And then for the PSU, I feel like a broken record here, but Roswell has the best cheap PSU on the market right now. That is the Roswell VSB 650 watt. It's ATX 3.1. It's semi-modular. It's C tier rated on this SPL PSU tier list. What else do you want for this price point? So all told, for just about $800, depending on how you kit it out with the GPU, you could go a little bit more expensive and go 1440p for about $850. You could go this way and go pretty good frame rates at 1080p for $785. You could even go a little bit cheaper with some of those other GPUs that we just showed you. The good news here is this entire platform is extremely flexible. You're going to be able to drop a 5800X 3D on this thing one day. You're going to be upgrade the storage on it. Because it's DDR4, you can buy an identical kit of RAM in the future and have 32 gigs of RAM. You just got tons of options. All right, let's move over to 1440p gaming. We're going to jump into a $1,400 gaming PC build capable of crushing all the latest titles at 1440p, plenty of VRAM for the future, and future upgradability, including you're going to be able to drop in a Zen 6, possibly Zen 7 X3D CPU into this one day and keep it going. Now, I finished down at $1,392.92. No combo deals on this, by the way, and no Prime Day or Newegg Fantastech deals just yet because I'm filming it before then. But I will say you should probably be able to do this significantly cheaper. And I'm even going to show you some GPU options in just a moment that are going to make it cheaper still. In fact, let's jump into that GPU. I went with the RX 9070 Power Color Reaper, 16 gigabyte, $580 over at Amazon as I'm filming this right now, by the way. Now, I went through in our best GPUs for Prime Day, what GPUs I thought were going to get discounts, mostly AMD Radeon. But there is one NVIDIA GPU here I think will also get a little bit of a discount. I think this might come down to $549, get closer to its MSRP. I would probably pick it up at $579. You have it in hand. If it goes lower, you just return it, right? But you have what you need right now. There are other models on the market also for about $599 instead. Another GPU I'm actually kind of excited about now after being super mad about when it first launched is the RX 9070 GRE 12 gigabyte. We'll see how this thing performs in just a moment. Now, at $549, it's a really stupid price. However, right now Newegg has it on for, if you put your email in here and you check out a promo code, it's $50 off. So it's $499. And I happen to know the little birdie just told me that this will not be the only model that's available for around $499. So you should be able to pick these up for $499, at least if you're in the US. Your NVIDIA option here is not bad. You've got the RTX 5070, 12 gigabyte, just like the GRE's 12 gigabyte. I think 12 gigabytes, by the way, is plenty for 1440p gaming. Forget ray tracing at high ultra path tracing, but regular 1440p rasterized gaming for quite a while until the new consoles come out, probably a couple of years after that when developers start using a little bit more VRAM in them. So I think this is going to be a GPU that's good for quite a while. Same with the GRE. $609 right now for the Shadow 3 fan model over at Newegg. Walmart's got one for $599. But how many FPS can you expect for a $1,400 gaming PC build? Well, actually with the 9070 GRE, it's more like $1,300. Here's TechSpot's RX 9070 GRE review. So this is the latest data, and they tested all the GPUs that we're looking at here. You can see the 9070 GRE only about 5% slower than the RTX 5070 at 1440p, about the same distance at 4K. And the good news here is really good average FPS, 84 average FPS for the 9070 GRE or 88 for the RTX 5070. Now, if you can go with the 9070, which is what I've got our build here for $1,400, you get significantly more FPS. It's like 20% faster. And that's the direction I would go. 16 gigs of VRAM, you don't ever have to worry about the VRAM issue with it. But again, if you need to save a little bit of money, either of the other GPUs probably be fine. Let's jump to the rest of the platform. Honestly, I think it's AM5 this Prime Day. Intel Core Ultra, like the 250K, 270K, they're kind of interesting, but they really needed more price cuts. I'm not seeing a lot of good deals on them right now, like I am like this. Look at this, $168 even before Prime Day starts for the 7600X. I expect the CPU to get absolutely dirt cheap during Amazon Prime Day. And I would pick up the cheapest of the 7600X, the 9600X here, not that much more. Or even consider the 7600X3D. It's available at Walmart. It's available at Amazon for about $230, typically sold by Micro Center through Amazon. And that is a smoking good gaming CPU, by the way. It almost rivals the 7800X3D, and you can cool it with a budget tower air cooler, just like its Ryzen 5 kind of cousins. And it doesn't really care about the RAM speed. So you can definitely consider that. It's about $60 more for that kind of extra upgrade. I'd probably put that in my GPU first, but you can definitely consider it, especially if you're leaning towards like the 9070. For the cooler, I just went with simple budget tower air cooler. You really don't need more than this. I was really impressed using the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Pro. It's down to $19, which is great. This cooler used to be like $35. It's got like sleeved cables to it. It's just a more premium construction than some of the other budget tower air coolers. There's nothing wrong with them, by the way. They're all really, really good. I just like this one a little bit more, and I'd spend an extra $1 or $2 on it. For the motherboard, I just went super cheap here with a Gigabyte B650M Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. It's a B650 motherboard that's decent enough VRMs, decent enough for your panel USB connectivity. It's got Wi-Fi for $109, but this is an area, if you're not getting a combo deal, where I expect AM5 motherboards to be on absolute fire sale. So consider anything you want. I went micro ATX here because I wanted to use a particular PC case, Lee, which we'll show you in just a moment. But you can really consider just about anything out there. Other good options are like the Gigabyte B850M Eagle's been on sale. I'm sure some of the higher end motherboards are going to be on sale as well. For the RAM, because Newegg doesn't have any 16 gigabyte DDR5 kits currently available on its website, though they are coming back, they said, so double check those combo deals linked in the video description. I'm just going to go with the Team Group DDR5 6000 CL38 RAM kit, RGB RAM, perfectly acceptable. $20 off for the promo code basically makes it $240. It's about the cheapest right now, but again, I do expect RAM to get a little bit cheaper for Prime Day. Now, here's an area where I almost went 500 gigs again, just like same kind of strategy. Let's just get what we need now. A year and a half after the AI bubble crashes, we'll buy this stuff for probably dirt cheap. But I figured it is a $1,400 build. Let's just go ahead and get 1 terabyte, what we need right now. $145 for the Patriot P400 Lite. It's really all you need. The good news is I think we will see some small discounts on some of the NVMe SSDs, but don't expect like huge savings on this stuff. For the PC case, I went with the Lee & Lee V100 Mini. This is the micro ATX version. There's an ATX size version if you get an ATX size motherboard, by the way. It's only $10 more. I love this PC case. Lee & Lee has made one of the greatest PC cases ever, I feel like. With this one, it's super easy to build in. It's got the back connectors to it. It's got 4 included ARGB fans, and it looks absolutely stunning once you've got that build done. Not to mention, it's only $65. For the PSU, man, they got a great deal going on right now with an A-tier rated PSU on the SPL PSU tier list. As the ASRock Steel Legend 650 watt unit. Now, this does not really require that much more wattage. For $65, fully modular, the cables are really easy to work with. Not sure what else we need. So again, for about $1,400 all out the door, you can get an amazingly performative 1440p gaming PC build, easily upgradable, by the way. If you want to spend $1,500, you can throw in that 7600X3D, or you can go up in terms of GPU power as well. Just tons and tons of flexibility, both for now and the future. Let's jump into that $2,000 gaming PC build that's absolutely going to crush 1440p gaming or 4K gaming pretty easily for Prime Day 2026. Now, I finished out in this one at $1,986.92. I will tell you right now, I happen to know there are some better deals coming. So this should be your absolute kind of worst case scenario in order to build one of the most powerful gaming PCs on the planet right now. And I will also say, this does use a combo deal that's currently available on the Newegg website. However, I've also heard and been informed that there are better Newegg combo deals dropping. So check those links down in the video description. What are we going to do with this one? Well, let's check out what else. The GPU, of course, right? The GPU is going to drive everything here. Now, we could consider going with like an RX 9070, 579. We've already taken a look at that in the previous build, 16 gigabytes. Pretty good performer. But honestly, the RX 9070 XT, just a little bit more money. Recently as low as $649, and I think we might see that deal come back on like the Gigabyte Gaming OC or the OC Ice versions. $689. Your NVIDIA options here, obviously the RTX 5070 Ti exists. It's $909 right now. There was an $899 model. It's sold out, might come back. I don't think we're going to see big discounts on this GPU. If you're waiting for discounts on this GPU, I think you're going to be disappointed. I'd probably just go ahead and pick one of these up if you have to have it. $909 right now. You click the discount code on either the Ventus. The weird thing about this is you can also get $909 on the Gigabyte WindForce or even the Gaming OC or OC Ice, which are super high-end versions of the 5070 Ti. This has a $190 promo code on it, makes it $909. And of course, we also have the RTX 5080. We'll see the performance in just a moment. The cheapest one I can find right now, $1,249. We did see an $1,120 one about a month or so ago on a flash sale. So that's a possibility, I guess. I wouldn't expect it anywhere near MSRP though. So how many FPS can you expect for your $2,000 gaming PC build for Amazon Prime Day? Probably even cheaper than $2,000. Let's keep that in mind. Well, right now, the Sapphire RX 9070 GRE review by Tech Power Up shows that relatively new data, quite a bit more performative for the 9070 XT than the 9070 GRE, or even the 9070, a good little bump up there. If you look at the 5070 Ti, it runs basically neck and neck with the 9070 XT. If you want more FPS and you're willing to spend the money, the RTX 5080 is probably your best bet for about 140 average FPS at 1440p across all titles, ultra details, remember. Let's talk about your CPU platform for your $2,000 build. I think hands down, you want an X3D CPU with these. Could you consider like an Intel Core Ultra 270K with a really good motherboard RAM combo? There is one on Newegg right now that is kind of tantalizing, but no future upgradability. I just think hands down, we're going to go X3D. And I really think the 7800 X3D is going to get big discounts over Prime Day, possibly the 9800 X3D. But obviously, don't sleep on the 7600X3D, which is also super fast, probably just as fast as the coming 7700X3D that's going to launch sometime in July. But I really do expect the CPU to probably get down to $320, $340, something like that. At that point, I would probably spend a little bit extra money and jump into it because you are going to get more FPS, especially in those competitive titles out there. Now, in terms of the RAM with this, that's our big pain point. And right now on Newegg's site, they have a number of 32 gigabyte DDR5 combo deals. You could go 16 gigabytes. I would probably want to go 32 gigs here, even though yes, in the future, things will get cheaper. It's harder to upgrade DDR5. You can't just add 2 more sticks to it, because the current memory controllers don't like 4 sticks at the higher kind of Expo or XMP timings that we want to run them at. So I would go ahead and get 32 gigs now. Right now as it stands, I see 2 really good combos that I like. Either if you want to do a white build, there's a great X870 AORS Elite Wi-Fi 7 Ice board, or you can go with the MSI Mag X870 Tomahawk for a little bit more money, with both of them with Corsair Vengeance kits. I decided to go with the Tomahawk right now. It's a great motherboard, X870, 32 gigs of DDR5 6000. I think it's still 36 timings. Again, with the 7800X3D, 9800X3D, they really don't care about the timings. I think around 6000 speed, we're not going to see any performance difference whatsoever. For the rest of the build, again, I want to keep my discipline, and I'm only going to get the storage that I absolutely need, because I do believe the AI bubble is going to pop and we are going to have better times ahead. But that's next year, probably deep into 2027, but I'm willing to wait that long, and I think I can get by with the 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. So I'm going to spend $145 right now, and hopefully next year, when I spend $145, I'll get like 2 terabytes instead. For the cooler, you could go a number of different ways. In the past, I've done air coolers, but I just decided to do a liquid cooler. I love the FX360, the id cooling. This is a great cooler, by the way. It's a super high performance one. What I also like about it, for $10 more, you can get the one with the LCD screen. We use that in our 9850X3D build guide. Really did like that one quite a bit. For the case, I'm so happy that this has become the #1 bestseller on Amazon. Sometimes those Amazon bestsellers really kind of leave me scratching my head about what y'all buying out there. But in this case, the Lee & Lee V100 ATX size PC case, this is a phenomenal case. By the way, it comes in white too if you want to, and we used it in our 9850X3D build guide if you want to grab that instead. It's got 4 included ARGB fans. It's a joy to build in, and honestly, one of the most stunning cases that I've built in. You wouldn't think that. You think there's a lot of cases that look like this, but it's just got a little extra oomph to it. For the PSU, I mean, I couldn't stay away from, right now, these ASRock Steel Legend PSUs are on fire sale over at Newegg. $80 for an 850 watt A tier rated unit. It's not even A- tier rated. It's A tier rated fully. The cables are easy to work with. It's fully modular, the nice black cables to it. Honestly, what else do you want for $80? So all told, $1,986.92. And again, I expect significantly better combo deals. I expect significantly better deals basically during Amazon Prime Day, especially on liquid coolers, motherboards, PC cases, PSUs, and the CPUs. You should be able to build this this is your kind of basically your ceiling price, about $2,000 to get some pretty insane FPS. Remember, all the builds are linked down in the video description, including alternative parts. I'm also going to put links to like Newegg combo deals down there, so check those out. If you got value out of this video, please give it a like, as it makes a huge difference to the channel, especially this guy right here who slept through the whole thing. And of course, subscribe for more cool content, and we'll catch you on the next one.